Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and today we are talking about the Rites of Ackle. Now, these are a big part of the main story, so there is some minor spoilers here, but they are how you kind of learn how to go around Arrakis and do the things you need to do. Now, the first one is a fairly obvious one, and if you can't find it, well, there's been problems with you, but we're going to go over it either way. That is at the Mina Cavern, which is located here at the very south of the Haga Basin in this area here. You can see it right here. And yeah, you're going to go inside and do what you see on the screen next.
Who is it that thinks? Ibn Kirtaiba, the weight of a kindly god. Our god gave us the burning eyes of Allat and the words of the Kitab al-Iman. Rest in black shade. Be la kaifa. When we began our wandering, we suffered until suffering was a thing we came to know within our souls. Arrakis is suffering. When we found it, we were home. On Harmontep, we were made to suffer. Our children taken and made slaves. They denied us the Hajj. Never to forgive, never to forget. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. those who suffer. Ibn Qirtaiba, defiance leads to thought. Who is it that thinks? Those who suffer. Remember Harmontep, Bila Kaifa.
Still there, off-worlder? Your signal drifted for a moment. No matter. A thought occurs. When the Sardaukar began their purge, many Fremen were slaughtered. The ones that were not abandoned their caves, leaving...
The second Rite of Ackle is located at the Deep Struggle. This is in the eastern Vermilius Gap. You can see here it is right next to Aaron's Post, Southeast Ironworks, the Southeast Ironworks again, but you're seeing it's right here. And then follow what you see on screen. That's pretty much how this video is going to go. I show you where it is, and I show you the rite.
What is the purpose of thought? Ibn Qirtaiba. Speed. Our God gave us the gift of thought, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Knowledge without. Our wonders brought us to Rossa. We were executed. Our families burned in the fires of their ignorance. We learn the cost of inaction. Never to forgive, never to forget. Some were sent to work in mines. The tunnels. Our work made them more so. We learned the cost. It was on Rossak that the Sayadina created the poison drug. Worlds became worlds. In thought and action combined, we learned things. purpose of thought? To honor the Creator. What is the purpose of to honor the Creator? Remember Rosak. Bila Kaifa.
Now, the third trial is located at the Cave of the Lost Pilgrim. Now, this is on the western Vermilius Gap. You can see in the map here, it is located pretty much due west of the second trial. Now, this one is a kind of fake trial. It doesn't really do anything. It's just you need to go here in order to advance further, basically.
Another altar destroyed by the Emperor's zealous dogs. So much wasted in the pursuit of this pogrom. So much lost. This altar seemed to depict Fremen being separated from their families. Enslaved? I could only decipher a few words. Slave cribs, Hajj, and oddly enough, the name of a planet. Bela Tigise.
The fourth trial of Ackle is located at the Hollow Hammer. Now, you are going to have to go to the Eastern Vermilius Gap, and you can see the massive structure that's here. You're going to have to climb that. And at the top, well, not at the very top, but at the base of the actual hammerhead, there is a temple there where the fourth trial awaits.
honor the Creator, Ibn Qirtaiba. Our enemies are as blades of grass mown down. Do you understand, Wali? Our God gave us the gift of Tao and the words of the Kitam Alibar. Knowledge without action is empty. Bila kaifa. We came to Stillsuits. It was a place devoid of gods, where the drums of war were constant and violence was the religion. They denied us the Hajj, never to achieve, never to forget. Over thy heart, the fire of God set alight, thine enemies shall fall. How do we honor the Creator? We fight. Remember Salusa Secundus, Bila Kaifa. Ibn Qirtaiba, the fire of God set alight. How do we honor the Creator? We fight. Remember Salusa Secundus, Bila Kaifa.
The fifth trial of Ackle is called the Hidden Test. This is located at the Haggard Rift, but technically not in the Haggard Rift. You can see right here it's up on the outskirts of it, and that gives you a better idea of where it is on the map. So it's right here in comparison to everything else. Best look for this little lip that's here, and then there's an archway here as well. It should be fairly easy for you to find if you're using your beacons.
Who is the creator? Ibn Qirtaiba. May his passing cleanse the world. Do you understand, Wali? Our God gave us the gift of thought, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Their works have been overturned. Shai Halud cleanses Arrakis, creates the air we breathe, the soft sand where we pitch our tents, and smites our enemies. We grew soft on poetry, an easy planet, and God brought the weight of kindliness to prepare us for the typhoon that comes.
The world is a carcass. Who can turn away the angel of death? Our footsteps are as the drums of the slavers, calling Shai Halud upon our enemies.
Men must learn to live with their gods. Who can deny a Fremen the right to walk or ride where he wills? Only Shai Hulud, the Maker. Did not God give us himself? And who is God? Ibn Qirtaiba. Who is the creator? May his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin. Bila Kaifa. Ibn Kirtaiba. Who is the creator? The maker. May his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin. Bila Kaifa.
For test number 6, you're going to want to head to the Devil's Eye Cavern. Now, this is at the very, very top right of the entire map in the Haga Basin in Jabal Ifrit al-Sharq, but you can see it's right here, right next to a slaver camp. Now, this is another one of the fake ones where there's nothing really here. You go here just to get to the next trial, basically.
Who's that?
There's someone here. Huh?
They're here!
Identify yourself.
The Sardaukar destruction extends even to these small shrines. I cannot decipher their purpose, but the altar seems to have contained a quantity of spice. And the murals. Such beauty to be destroyed by the cut of a lasgun or blade. All I could decipher from here is another step on the journey of the Zensuni wanderers. Thurgrod. Perhaps there's some link between the Zensuni and the Fremen.
Trial number 7 is in the Red Maw. Now, this is actually in the Haga Rift, and as you can see here, it's located just above Jabal Ifrit al-Junub. Saying those is so weird, but you can see it's right in the middle down here. Again, if you're using your beacons, you will be able to see it on the map, but an ornithopter makes it a lot easier to get down here. Otherwise, just jump into the rift, essentially.
Why were we created? Ibn Qirtayba. Our God gave us the Hurasikali one, the wind that eats flesh, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar carry shelter always against the coming of Kralizek. Bila Kaifa. We were exiled from Nilotic al-Urobra for our unwillingness to fight. For our willingness to forgive. For our willingness to forget. And the judges said, mine enemies are like green blades eaten down, that did stand in the path of the tempest. Hast thou not seen what our Lord did? The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Why did God create us? We are the action and knowledge of God, and He has prepared the way. Ibn Qirtayba, the typhoon's struggle comes. Why were we created? To survive Kralizek, the war at the end of the universe. Yahya Shuhada, remember Nilotic al-Urobra. Bila Kaifa.
Now, the last trial is located here at Siege Talab. Now, this is conveniently located at the eastern shield wall. Good thing is, you can actually come in from this direction, and it is just a crack in the wall. You'll see in a second. This is the most complicated of the trials, because this involves you having to solve puzzles and answer questions that are in relation to the other trials. But, obviously, I'm going to give you the answers on screen as well. Now, the first puzzle that you'll find inside this siege is a door that's going to ask you a bunch of questions. Now, on screen, you're going to see the answers that you're going to put, but I'm also going to say them out loud, and I'll put a note of them on screen as well. Nelok al Kuroba is the first one. Portran is the second answer. Salusa Secundus, ironically, is the third answer. Bella Tegise is the fourth answer. Rossak is the fifth answer. Furgrod is the sixth answer. And Harmonthep is the last answer. Again, I'll have it on screen in the order that you should do it, but that is this puzzle.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin? We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindliness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way. On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name, Wali? We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali? The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. So many planets, across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all. A long journey, young Wali. But we are almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves. The time of Mihna has ended. Young Wali, pass within and seek your Ummah.
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here? The trials of Akal. Knowledge of that name lends you credibility. But you seek the Fremen? You must know they're dead. That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other.
I'm a scholar of Fremen's social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Mosqueret trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. And I have yours. The name's Aerie. I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the Deep Desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account, and I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive. It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a socially and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god. That's also, conveniently, an apex megapredator. Did you encounter the Mosqueret on your way here? They're some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's odd to see them this far east, but if they've found this place, they'll be coming. Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty stillsuits and find refreshment. Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray. Don't touch the dead. It's standard Sardaukar doctrine to booby-trap the bodies of their fallen enemy. I believe the siege power plant would probably be through there, and the air filtration systems beyond that. Many of these doors also led to exterior passages where the water keepers would have maintained external dew collectors and wind traps. An extensive and lossless pipe system would deliver the gathered water to various catch basins. However, all water would eventually return to the main reservoir. The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open.
Now, for this puzzle, a Solido projection will speak to you, and you're to listen to what he says. And using the symbols that are on the walls, you're to ascertain what you are to do for that puzzle. However, if you don't want to do that, I'm just going to put the answer on the screen for you to see. Match the symbols on your screen to the symbols on my screen, and then you have completed this puzzle. It's as simple as that.
We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies...
Now we come to the private living areas of the Siege proper. In a Siege community, the leader was known as the Naib, and the various Naibs were often jealous of each other and liked to measure their relative influence by the number of hearths they commanded within their Siege. Siege Talab is a smaller Siege, hosting roughly 500 hearths. Siege Tabor, that's the Masquerade. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We'd better hurry up and be done with our business here. This must be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Siege community. It's here that Siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today. A death still. The place all Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path." And I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you were clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe your blood is the key.
So for this final puzzle, I'm going to honestly say to you, I am not giving you an easy way of doing it. This is what it should look like in the end. But when it came to me doing it, I didn't have a method. I just sort of pressed buttons until it matched. So, good luck, I suppose?
writings and Sabaku Kuan. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. They found me. I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communanet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall. As with the security door and the death still, our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may. Ma salam.
Tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And while the Fremen are ingenious, who are you really? This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin. That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this, and I have access to the resources of a great house. Don't be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, as a mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place. The Masquerette. Going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You will pay for your desecration in blood! After them! Do not let them escape!
And there we have it. That is all the Trials of Ackle, and you can then do all the things that you need to do in the game and follow the main storyline from here. This was just a little guide to help you guys get to these points quicker without you having to search too much, and all that jazz. If you've enjoyed today's video, if it's helped you out, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next one.